Hey everyone. Welcome once again to Maiden of Black Water. This is kind of an off episode today because, ooh, my audio is being super weird. Okay, let's see if I can fix this. What we're intending to do today is that we are trying to do some Fatal Frame Maiden of Black Water and get the rest of the endings. But for some reason, this game doesn't play nice with checkpoints and switching audio sources. So we're going to kick that out. We're going to redo this. I've already started some progress on getting to work on this ending. We're almost there. There we go. That's the audio. Um, oop. And there we go. Okay, we're starting at the beginning of Yuri's last segment. So, as you'll notice, I grabbed the kimono again because we have a reward coming to us once we do this right. Off stream, I did a little bit of extra work to pick up a new lens, which will give us more points. It's called the reward lens, and it basically turns ghosts green and gives you more points whenever you snap a pic. That's kind of neat. And unfortunately, this confirms that hands are random. I'd already done this just a moment ago. Yeah, the bunny ears and tail are just for fun. Just for the hell of it. Now what we're going to do to spare ourselves a lot of headache is we are just going to hightail it. That's not a pun about her having a tail. It's just kind of... So how's everybody doing today? We're going to be just kind of dicking around today, watching these two extra endings. Ren's bad endings, I guess. And having ourselves a good time. As you can see, this lens, when we activate it, turns our ghost green for a set amount of time. I've set it to maximum upgrade so that we can basically just keep getting more and more points for the longest possible period. Let's see. That. Yes! Oh, that was really lucky. I don't think we're quite done with her yet. Close. Okay, that's fine. And how's she doing? Kind of excited to be near the end of this game. I'm interested in seeing how the Ione chapters are going to go, considering they look especially horny. Because of course, it's a dead or alive character. Why wouldn't it be? Jeez, she is so far out there. Let's get back up on the platform. Oh, are you done? You're done, lady. You are done, Yenri.
I don't want to live. Oh no.
That's great for us. I love that. And then we have to fight the old grannies. Right after we deal with this hand. This bastard hand. I think after the Ione chapters, I'm going to start working on completing the Fatal Frame games, going after the best endings, and trying to get like all of the content, because I do really enjoy these games. Holy cow, that is a lot of hands today. That is not great. Bad RNG. Okay, that should be enough film to deal with the grannies.
You shall serve as a friend. The sacred crystal will protect you. It will keep you safe.
No, I'm not going in the box. Can't fit my ears. Sorry, it's just how it is. Barely missed a good shot. Nope, not doing it. Y'all are snapped. Get wrecked. That was a really good sequence, though. Oh, dang. Okay. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? What you gonna do? That's what I want. That's one granny down. And we get the other one. We have a lot of extra time in this, so we might get lucky. Let's touch one granny. Bye. Boop the granny nose. Very important. I think we'll get this one. Oh, yep. We in fact did wreck the granny. With plenty of Type 14 ammo to spare. Okay, and so now we're either dealing with Miu or Ren. I believe it's Miu first. And we're going after the best endings for Miu and Yuri just because we can. Part of it is because there's still some stuff to get. And so you see I put Miu also in a kimono with the cat ears and tail and glasses, because of course I did.
Mother.
So, one thing I find really interesting about the Fatal Frame games is how they kind of progressed into being stories about something, which, you know, wasn't really the case at first. I would say, like, the first couple of games had some ideas for how to handle its story, how to handle the subject matter it wanted to go for. And while there was something about, like, grief and trauma, it wasn't really willing to deal with it in any sort of, like, hardtack way. And then Fatal Frame 3 happened. Hey, Mom. And Fatal Frame 3 just kind of threw everything open. By giving Miku some pathos, even kind of, by extension, gave Mio and Mayu some pathos from Fatal Frame 2 because their uncle was playable. By the way, hi Lo, hi Aleph, hi Lark as well. Just making sure that everybody's accounted for. Alright, and that is the confirmation for the best ending for Miyu. It's a really good game. It's also the most... I wonder. Maybe the park was made more recently, but I'm pretty sure this was made after the park.
This is it. This is where the ghost marriages were carried out.
We've largely stuck to some older games, which is really fun. Like, I prefer
join the deceased,
older
not with
games
each
more
other,
often than not.
but with the living. Post-mortem photographs are used as votive pictures.
So we put Ren in Kei Amakura's outfit with the fox ears and tail,
enchanted
because
by
of
these
course.
photos, are wed to the shrine maidens depicted in them.
And like, the ears and tails are not going anywhere. That's just what it is now.
Placed together in the same box. The shrine maidens. Is this what they were for? Did they long to become a bride? For eternity?
So now, we'll be able to finish off these endings. We'll be able to finish off our first ending. And I think what we're going to go for is the... Oh, what is her name? We're going after the ending of Little White Hair. Oh, messed that up. Okay. Not together. Let's try and get him in the same shot now. Okay, y'all are just gonna be jerks. I get it. Dang, cannot get the timing down. Come on. There we go. Getting better at dodging though, so that's kind of neat. Okay, he was dead before we managed to pull the trigger. Down for us now? Yeah, come on, Kazuya. Oh, damn it. Okay. You film? Who dis? Got to no-clip a little bit there. That's always fun. Right, we're going to go after the second Shiragiku ending, which involves us actually fighting her this time. So that'll be neat. Skip the cutscene. So we are just going to kick the teeth of this small child in. For reasons. Bundle of white hair. So unfortunately, we are going to kill Kunihiko Aso's childhood sweetheart. Just really kick her shit in. Oh, hi there. Wow, you are legitimately trying to stay as hidden as possible.
I'm going to die. I can't die.
Let's see. Okay, where is she? Bonk. Kill some dolls. Come on. Give me a fight. I almost feel bad about this, just because we know how one of these endings go. But at the same time, we already know how things really go. So why not enjoy ourselves and just kick the crap out of a child? Which is not something I endorse, but in the context of games, sometimes you're given reason for that to be really fun. Terrible, right? For whatever reason, that reminds me of the GTA PS2 trilogy coming out very soon, and for whatever reason, I genuinely want it. Alright, we destroyed Aso's childhood sweetheart.
For so long. I'm not like the others. I cannot die. But at last, I feel the end coming. I'm so glad that you came. I really am. I got to see you one last time. Now. I want you to forget me. Forget all about me. I want to see something beautiful before I go.
Oh no, that was a really good line. Right, 7 of 8 endings unlocked. So now, we're going to try and bust ass. And finish things off with Yuri. So in that ending, Shiragiku, rather than trying to hold on to Kunihiko as long as she could, decided to just let the pain go. And to let him go, and to let her wants go. So in some ways that was... I mean, both of her endings have been, like, really good. You know, like, they're not evil. Ren seems to be getting out scot-free in those 3 endings. He's just there as a vehicle for Kunihiko Asoda to say his final goodbyes. So now we're once again at the final boss. Our 3rd of 4 attempts. Okay, I believe this is where... Yep. Bonk. Yeah, Kat. We saw a little bit of Ren's 3rd ending. There wasn't a lot to it. We defeated Shiragiku, and she pleaded for Kunihiko to simply forget her. From afar. No actual direct interaction this time. But the ending I really want to see is the one which involves Ren photographing Ose. Yeah, a lot of these endings, even the best ones, are very bittersweet, which I love, but also, ow, you know? I want to take a look at my upgrade points, and it looks like, yes. Okay, let's back up so that we can get all these Shrine Maidens that are inevitably going to pop up. Boop. And now she's going to try and dunk on us. And we're simply not going to let that happen. Okay, first phase done. We're going to try and beat her in the surface as opposed to underwater. Ooh, there is a brief instant where we can touch here, skipping a phase, but seems like it would be a frame perfect sort of thing. Okay, so now we do this. We're going to use the tilt to get our cleanest shot. Because this is definitely one of those sequences where we can get a game over if we're not careful. We're using our Type 7 zone, but I think for now, that's actually fine. summon a Goober. We are going to immediately destroy. I don't know if I said hi, Cat. My memory is very short, but hi, Cat. Even if I already said hi, I will absolutely make sure to say hi. Bonk. I think this will be the best way to deal with all these. Yes, okay. Hello! Jesus. Why is that so good? Alright. Can we touch? Nope. Gotta defeat her one more time. Underneath the water. Oh, hell yes. The Shrine Maiden gave us a really good opportunity. Holy cow. We got really lucky there. Be even luckier if she decides, yes, she is diving at us. Hot damn. You're being very cooperative. How nice. Alright, let's see if maybe you want to attack me again. Nah, let's go ahead and just hit. Then she's going to... Let's see. Okay. Close enough to her? Got a hit on her. Okay. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? Looks like more Shrine Maiden stuff. Okay. That's fair. Ah, not quite. Oh, but that did seem to take her out. No, not quite. Dang. It was a range issue.
The black water is overflowing. The dying thoughts of those who are lost in its grasp.
Yeah, you would think that, with how this game goes, we would get a lot of, like, really bonkers photobombing from ghosts. Nope. Okay, let's switch over to our Type 7 because I believe this phase starts with something nasty about it. Nope. It did not happen. Which is fine. vertical. Pop all of these little bubbles. Because we don't need them. I think we're going to see if we can... Oof, nope. Damn. Come on. Whoa! Jesus! Man! Trying to see if I can encourage some counters while I'm being looked at. Not having a lot of luck though. Who are you gonna send? Ooh. There we go. Didn't work out though. That worked though. Come on, what else you got? Lucky? No, we're not. Come on. Dang it, you got too close. Attempt was made. Ooh, popped them all at once. We're having really bad luck with timing here. There we go. There we go. Just had to get a blast on her.
He left the mountain. I too must leave. I am a pillar. I must fall through the black water. Forever. That is my duty.
I just wanted to see this one again. Just seeing Ose break down and slowly shift back. Just really good.
Those words were too powerful for me. They were a curse. I did not want to die with him. I wanted to live with him. I feel as though the curse has finally been lifted. And so, I shall go alone. I'll let the dark current take me.
Wait.
Your glance has saved my soul. I leave my last thoughts with you. I am so glad it was you.
Yeah, I just really like this ending. I think everything that it sets out to do is just great. The one Ren ending we got this time was a little bit short, very short in fact. And I think it's really interesting that it's sort of the bad ending of the two that you can get with Shiragiku. Because it's the one where you actively have to do something. Like the only one that requires actual combat. I think what really gets me about this ending is that I think it's very clear that one of the things on the developers' minds is how do we make these girls cute? You know? And it's not often that we get a game that actually feels really good emotionally, like on a personality level, on a narrative level, on a metaphorical level, where they're also trying to like have that cheesecake and eat it too. And Fatal Frame does this really well. Like this is like that's the thought I have at the forefront of my mind, where it is very clear they're fine with developing these kind of like normcore dudes who, you know, they're not bad to look at. They're like reasonably attractive, but like the girls are very obviously like you want them to look cute and kind of sexy so that you want to protect them so that they look like fragile enough that you want to like hold them and tell them everything is all right. It's also like that sort of sex sells promo material stuff that Koei Tecmo does a lot. Like you look at Neo, you look at Dead or Alive, you look at anything that they put out. Even with the Muso games, the girls are always rendered in a very specific way. I mean, this is also the same developer behind the Deception series, which is basically gothic Lolita dominatrixes destroying people with traps. Like, that's Koei Tecmo for you. but it's rare for Koei Tecmo to put out a story that's like genuinely affecting. So the fact that they didn't compromise anything else about what they usually do is kind of wild. So yeah, I also just really like this. So, it's going to be a bit before we can get to the final of Ren's endings, and we are going to play to the credits again. I did check beforehand that, like, we didn't miss anything by skipping some of those cutscenes. We are going to enjoy this, though. We'll skip it the next time, but this time.
Don't get up yet.
Forgot about the ears.
Stay there. You need to rest. Oh, come on. I'm not going anywhere. Just trust me.
I'm still dreaming, or am I hallucinating? Okay, one last time, ladies and gentlemen. And everything in between. Everyone in between? I'm sure I could phrase these things better. So I feel like switching up the outfits, but everyone is keeping all the accessories because screw that. I keep saying ladies and gentlemen, and I definitely want to switch that up. Esteemed guest. Alright. Let's making this happen. Once again, we're skipping and we're going after the second Ose ending. Normally, in order to get the best ending, we need to guess and gamers. That's not bad, actually. I just don't like ladies and gentlemen anymore, you know? Like, I'm in that non-binary cloud. You superstitious and cowardly lot. I was trying to think of like a pet name for my audience for the longest time. And most of the time, I keep falling on weirdos. I don't know why. I just love calling people a weirdo when I really like them and they enjoy anything that I happen to be presenting. It's not the best thing to say. But superstitious and cowardly lot is really freaking good. I'm going to do my best to try and remember that. Because it's worth it. Weirdos is what I call our cats. Yeah. Yeah, this dress is great. Like, I mean, mean, I genuinely like a lot of these alternate outfits. I decided to take a look at the swimsuit outfits just to see if they were as silly as I thought. And they are. They're just white shirts with swimsuits underneath. I can't remember if they were in the Wii U version because some of them were cut in the Western release. And in their place, no, maybe not in their place. Maybe they were just there. They put in Nintendo-themed outfits like Zero Suit Samus, and one or two others. Goobers, sausages, potatoes, jerks. God, there is just this. Stop. Oh no. Hello. Dang it. Couldn't escape. I had a really good run last time. Yeah, you kind of canonized dragoons. Can't possibly consider any other name. Almost done with them. Come on, what you gonna do? What you gonna do? Whoa! We are not doing that, man. Don't want to do it. Don't like it. Oh no. Okay, let's take our medication. Trying to remember some of the names for our cats because, like, we have Sam, our elder cat, who's like 18, 19 now, which is wild to think about. Whose full name is Samantha Darling, but she's also known as Sam the Ham, Sam Ham. Let me think, what else? Bippity Bappus, which I did not actually take from Tim Rogers. That was something that, like, he and I already had going for ourselves. I think Marnie, our younger of the two, which she's about 3, maybe 4 years old, she's got a ton of names because her full name is something like, Marnifer Maleficent Dingus Marie Moo. And I don't think that's her full name. I think I'm missing some additions. We've just been kind of like adding to her name over the years because she keeps doing stuff that justifies it. Her original name was Marmalade, and I think we've since decanonized that name. Okay. Okay, she's done. Then we've got another fight right here. Yeah, she came with the name Marmalade, and I wanted to make sure that whatever we named her was something similar, so that she would still have like the audio recognition. So Marnie was like a natural shortening that worked really well. Hey Malik. Coincidentally, I still use like Marmalade every once in a while to refer to when I touch that spot on her head, and I make like jelly and jam sloshing sounds whenever I do it, because I guess it's just hilarious. It's kind of wild, like that's the only Torby marking she has, as far as I've ever been able to find. The rest is just Gray Tabby. Very good stuff. And points. Let's see. Ooh. I think we have increasing attack distance. Yes, we want that. And now we're hauling ass. We're moving, walking. Kind of got some of this down to memory, which is kind of wild. That's fair. It's just, you would be forgiven for just seeing a tabby with a weird orange spot on her head. Like a gray tabby with an orange. Whoa, hi, dude. That was a first. That was a legitimate photobomb. In this world. After 4 times, or 3 times of doing this, I should know how to get to where I need to go. I think replays are going to be really interesting since the rankings for this game are largely based on the inventory you have, not necessarily on time. So what that kind of means is, if you want the best score, you have to explore as thoroughly as possible, get into as many fights as possible, grab as many items as possible. Which I kind of love. Like, I love that the way to get great at this game is to take longer, be more thorough. Oh, that actually reminds me. So this game does something interesting with this last mission's flow. So, if you'll remember, we go through this mountain twice. We go through it once here with Yuri, where we take a fairly enemy-laden path. And like our only goal is to get the mountain top, so that we can confront Ose and fight her in order to give her a big hug. And then we switch over to Ren, where we don't actually fight all that much. We take largely the same path, save for one detour later ahead. And the focus there is on retracing Kunihiko Aso's steps, which is honestly pretty neat. And so we spend that time trying to see this mountain from the eyes of Kunihiko Aso, because we are essentially delivering him to Ose and Shiragiku. And with Miyu, we don't have to do any of that because, like, A, we already had the challenge portion. We already had a non-violent portion. So the focus there is entirely on just getting to Miku. So it's this really interesting and kind of thoughtful way of putting the player through the same environment multiple times without it feeling exhausting. This is a pretty long level. Like, I think our first play was around an hour and a half total, just because I got lost and I was trying to be thorough. I was trying to make sure I didn't miss anything, and I was trying to make sure I didn't accidentally trigger a wrong ending. But on replays, it's kind of nice where, like, you return with Ren, as we'll see later, and we won't get into many fights at all. Like, at all. We're largely just interacting with Shiragiku as she tells us her story. Immediately after, like, going through the same locations with Yuri, fighting all these fights, we're about to fight some kids here in a second. So it's an interestingly paced final mission where they really try to give you 3 different experiences. We don't fight much with Miyu at all. It's not really about that, because this is Yuri's fight. Everyone else is just trying to unpack a mystery. Bonk. Hell yes. Okay, one child beaten up. Two child beaten up. Yeah, on your point, Kat, since, like, because of the way the resource management system works, it's kind of cool. You can't just, at the beginning of each mission, you can buy extra items, and those don't count towards your score, because they're not even really held during those missions. So, you're right, like, you have to not only collect them, you have to not use them. You have to not need the items that you're going after. So it's thoroughness, exploration, risk, a lot of factors that I think are really neat to make the focus of the ranking system. Because my first assumption really was just do it fast, which I would have been fine with. I would have been fine with like just a ranking system that was pure speed. But no, just this nice little system where there's another down, and oh jeez, come on. Okay, I think that's all three of them. Yes. Yes. Yeah, it's just a interesting system. Like with the first Fatal Frame, you had to, in order to get the best ending, you have to beat the game in under 4 hours on the highest difficulty, which is a pain in the butt. I don't like that. I don't like time trials in order to get more narrative benefits, which is kind of like why this is probably my favorite Fatal Frame, because all you have to do is try stuff out. All you have to do is explore, see what you can get away with, that kind of thing. And it's great. I love that.
You're going, aren't you?
You stuck with the groom outfit this time.
That thing you're looking for. It's in your study. At the back.
I figured this would be a great outfit to wear for our final run through the main story.
Ren, you're leaving. Right.
And I wonder if this will be the ending where Ren dies. I hope not, because, well, mostly because Rui would be sad, and I don't want that. Let's see. Actually, for anyone who's ever played any horror games, maybe this will be a weird question. I'm trying to figure out the best way to phrase it. But, actually, let's not even just stick it to horror. What's your favorite requirements for an ending? This is something that's, like, really specific to video games. But, any game with, like, alternate endings, what's the one that you actually kind of like working towards, or one that feels really gratifying to get? I think the one I kind of want to start with is the debug ending from Chrono Trigger. It's still one of my favorites, largely because, like, in order to do it, you have to fight the final boss at the earliest possible instance in a New Game Plus. You only get 2 characters, one of whom is not great for that fight, and I still have like this very specific memory of having to try it 4 or 5 times on my first New Game Plus. My first New Game Plus after rolling the credits the first time. And being able to finally pull it off. It was one of the few times where I had like this genuine feeling of, oh my god, I did something really cool, or something really awesome, or something that's like genuinely a real challenge. It was really cool. Like, I felt very satisfied by it, and like the reward for it was just so weird and neat. Trying to think of some others. I just can't get over how much he looks like he should be in some kind of fairy tale kids show, right? Like he's almost got this Cat Returns vibe. Yeah. The great thing about Undertale endings is that it is a game-long affair. You have to decide from moment one that you're going to go for it. Or fall into it. One of the two. Grateful, like, you get to actually see him damp. Like, because he's wearing white clothes, you can actually see through them. Ooh, I haven't played much of We Know the Devil. I think the writing was kind of hard for me to wrap my head around, but I should try that. I liked a lot of what I saw. But I do like the idea of endings where you are engaging with the work in a way that is quote-unquote not intended. Actively define the game's direction, that sort of thing. Deus Ex's endings were all right, but my favorite will always be the unimplemented joke ending. Huh. I don't know anything about that. That's like genuinely interesting. I actually don't know that much about Deus Ex. I've only ever played Human Revolution, I think. Or only ever beat Human Revolution. I tried to play Mankind Divided. There's an unimplemented ending based off of a weird interaction with a nightclub doorwoman. Huh. Yeah, like any game that lets me not kill people is going to be one I go after. So Undertale was like immediately appealing to me. She says something weird, flirty, and domineering about wanting to see you dance under the lights on the floor, like a wild animal seeking a mate. It's one of many terribly spoken lines. Picking up a whole new demographic with that line. Yeah. Also Longing, which has a few different endings, but I went right for what I thought was best for the little guy, and I was playing as because I want him safe and happy. Damn it. Yeah. I always get a little mad at Silent Hill games having multiple endings because when playing them, I am such a wiener that I can barely play through them once. Well, hey! Every Silent Hill I've played, I have actually gotten all endings if I beat it even once. Oh! This is new. Usually we don't have a fight here. Try that again. I love how locking on just adds in all of his audio. It's really interesting. The movie style is just that. JC Denton dancing, surrounded by all the female character models in the game in something that lasts maybe 11 seconds has no value in the game. Jesus. So yeah, tell you what, Aleph, I do plan on playing the Silent Hill games on stream at some point. And if I practice the first game, I can actually get that done in 5 streams. Not a joke. Fun thing about Deus Ex is that you can break the game and get past the boss fights. Yeah, that's always like the thing about Deus Ex, right? Like, it's not a really good Deus Ex until you can just break it wide open. I do love one of automata endings that happened when I thought I could dip away from the story events to go do a side quest. And I got an ending because, oops, boss killed everyone. I don't remember which one that was, but yeah. Oh, that was like one of the 22 joke endings. 21. Yeah, so Silent Hill 1 you can beat in an hour and 20 minutes. No matter what ending you're doing. Well, okay. Might take about an hour and 40 minutes, 2 hours. Oh, jeez. There's a lot of fighting here. This is unusual. Typically during these segments, we don't get into a lot of fights. Also, the coffee ending to Cairo. Ooh. But yeah. So, mushroom ending for Hollow Knight. I haven't gotten to that one. I've gotten a lot of the endings to Hollow Knight, but that game is really challenging, and I cannot find a lot of good resources for getting a lot of the endings, but I do want to go after that one. There are a couple of endings that just seem like a huge challenge. But yeah, so Silent Hill 1, the endings for that are really interesting because they require, until you decide to go for the UFO ending, they require you just going to 2 specific locations throughout the game and doing 2 specific things at different times with the items you find there. And that's it. Like, the 4 endings are based on the combination of helping one character and helping another character, or simply not. The UFO ending is kind of a cut short version of the main campaign where you go up to rooftops to use an item. And that one's pretty easy, but for the most part, the problem with Silent Hill 1 is that in order to do that, the difficulty rises every time you play, starting from the lowest difficulty that you start at, and then upticking every time until it hits max. That's one of the reasons why that game is pretty hard to get everything for. But I think if I plan out my approach, we could get through that game. We could do some cool stuff. Because I would love to play Silent Hill 1 again. I would love to play Silent Hill 2 again, especially. Like, those two are like my favorite Silent Hills. I know 3 is like a big one for a lot of people, but it's mostly the time I've spent on the first 2 games and the connection I have with the first game, having followed it pretty much since the early previews I saw in magazines. Like, it was the first horror game I got genuinely excited to play. God, I should play Hollow Knight on here too, just because I can. It's a game I've already beaten. It's a game I've already experienced, but I just really like it. It's a good game. Go play Hollow Knight, everybody. You know how you love Bubsy? Yes, I love Bubsy. I'm glad we understand this about me. Game recommendation is the same vein as Bubsy. Oh my god. Yes, absolutely. 100%. Two main endings in off. A single choice at the very end, but presented after you've gotten a bunch of context, and it's more about your reaction to those discoveries. Ooh, that is interesting. Cargo, the quest for gravity. I think I might not have ever heard of that. Made by Ice Pick Lodge. Could you drop that in the suggestion box below so I don't forget? Made by the Pathologic people. Okay, yep, I'm playing it. I will never beat a Pathologic. But my god. I would love to play me a game by more of those people. Okay. Have we seen this? I think we have. But just in case we haven't. Oh, this poor girl. Yeah. I mean, Pathologic kind of lives up to its name.
I'll be waiting for you. Always. I'll be here.
Yeah. Everything I have recalled about what people have said to me about Pathologic is that you don't really, there's not a good ending necessarily. And it's a struggle of an experience. It is. My gut tells me to call it a nihilistic game, but that's not really true. But the idea of it being like, you're not really in it to get the best ending. You're not really in it to get like rewards. You are in it to experience suffering in game form, which is why I find those games interesting. I actually own Pathologic HD and Pathologic 2. Like 2 different copies of Pathologic 2. It's kind of wild. Oh, jeez. Okay. Second, as I slowly die. Nope, not gonna die. Going to be awesome. Ow. She just seems so happy. I almost feel bad for destroying this granny. Ow. Okay, I think you're done. Oh, not quite. Oh god, so many balls. Don't hit me with your balls, Granny. Whoa. Oh. Okay, I need to get herbal medicine in me. There we go. Ooh. Good kill. Pop this. Ow. Okay, I really do have to get rid of these things. Ow. Ow. Damn. Come on. Be dead. Goodbye, Granny. There you go. And... Okay, and now we start up with Miyu. Again, we're going to just let her have the best ending. It's been a while since I played off, but I do remember, like, really liking it. It's just, gosh, it's been almost 10 years since I played it. I have some negative social connotations with that game, just because of, like, the people who recommended it, but I do remember that game being really cool. It was around that point that I first started playing Lisa. So it was a lot of interesting games. Maybe not Lisa. Maybe it was something else.
Since I was little, I could see things that were invisible to others. No one understood me except my brother. Then he left me, and I was all alone. Just me.
Yeah, I have a lot of experiences that have some sort of like negative social connotation. Not just games, but like TV shows, movies, etc. That's because that was just the throw of the dice for me sometimes, and it's been kind of fun reclaiming some of those things for myself. Oh, dang. I'm sorry. Well, okay. I know the developer, and I will make sure that I jot that down before the end of the stream. So it will get jotted. fact, while this sequence is going, we can cargo the quest for gravity. There we go.
This is it.
I now have
This is where the ghost marriages were carried out.
a tab on my phone for it.
These rituals join the deceased not with each other, but with the living.
Okay, we got some points out of this. Not enough to do anything though.
Post-mortem photographs are used as votive pictures. The outsiders, enchanted by these photos, are wed to the shrine maidens depicted in them.
Oh, cool. Thank you.
And then placed together in the same box.
I have your last suggestion, Kat, still up, and I think it's
Shrine
now on my
maidens.
wish list.
Is this what they were for? Did they long to become a bride?
Kinda nice, like more
For
games to play.
eternity.
How is that ever a bad thing? Except for the fact that I have so many games to play. Shin Megami Tensei 5 is about to come out. Like, this coming week. What the shit? My copy might come in late, but I know that that's going to be a thing I'm going to be doing for a while. Okay, so now we have these two. Kazuya and Watadai. The two best bridesmaids. It is here. Okay, come on. Come on. You're done. Sir? Buddy? My good old pal Kazuya? Wanna chill? Oh, dang it. Okay, let's try that again. And... okay, and now we're heading off to our final ending. It took a bit, but we finally did it. And so the difference here is that we are not going to embrace Ose. We're going to do something a little different. The game usually tells you, like, one of the tasks that you can do. Let's see. But override, we open the door. Hi, Ose.
You're here at last. Will you join me in the darkness? The
And there we go.
So you have come here to say goodbye. When you took that picture of me, you took away a part of my soul. It caused me a great deal of suffering. Even so, I was still happy. I shall return to the darkness. But before I go, photograph me. Save a part of me before I'm sealed away forever.
Oh my god. Oh my god. We get to actually have her here. We get to do a real shot. Girl who kept waiting. That was our final ending. So a lot of these are just the endings we've already seen in new costumes. I'm gonna make sure, yes, that is the same one. Ah, all of the, okay, so I'm actually really surprised. Only Yuri's ending, Yuri's quote unquote bad ending is what I would call like truly tragic. Everything else has been like, yes, bittersweet, very sad, but like still genuinely really good. Not to say that Yuri's bad ending is bad. It's really good. But I'm surprised, like, these ghosts, no matter what ending you go for, are just trying to achieve some kind of absolution, some kind of closure, some kind of sense of, like, letting go so that they can move on. They're not out to kill us. And that's kind of wild. It's nice. I just all been very good. Okay. Then she's going to send a whole bunch of ghost ladies after us. Dang it. Messed up. We're almost there. God, you just see that flash of the touch command. Oh, neat. Managed to get out of that command. Oh, beauty. Wait, that's not beauty. There are two ladies who cut their own throats. I believe. Ah. Okay, come on. Do the big damage. In fact, let's switch up to the higher grade. Oh, did I get all of them that time? Dope. Okay. Dang it. Can we do this? Come on, give me the counter. Damn it! Right? I hate when Ose moves. That's so mean. Damn it. There we go. That's what. Damn it. I was hoping I could spam that and get the touch, but maybe that doesn't work. Okay. Here she comes.
The dying thoughts of those who have long since passed.
There. Come on, you don't need to be alive anymore. There you go. Let's check our points. Getting steadily more. Goodbye. We could touch and end it here, but I think for our last ending, we're going to get the best one we can. We're not going to watch it, but we are going to get the best one. That was a solid run. Oh dear. Sorry, I just do not want to deal with that. Oh geez, okay. And noodle. Hang it, okay. Not really what I wanted to do, but okay. Okay, back up. Ah, this jerk. Okay. Well, if we get close enough, we will attack. Not getting out of sight. There we go. Come on. Let me touch. Let me touch. Let me touch. And if we did everything right, let's see that unlock. Give it to me. Give it to me. Our glasses, swimsuits, sunglasses. Hell yes. Okay. Oh, that's actually just kind of an adorable regular suit. Okay. Let's see. Sunglasses. Ooh. Square glasses. Is that everything? We have all of the outfit pieces now. And we can customize everybody's glasses. We've done it. We have beaten the customization game. Dang. So I guess tomorrow, like now that we've cleaned this up, now that we've gotten literally every ending, literally every customization aspect, pretty much from here on, it's just Ayane. And then we'll be moving on to Haunting Ground. So let's go ahead and call it here. This was a lot of fun. I'm glad I got to do this on an off day, just like a nice little fun thing where we get to hang out, you know, play more Fatal Frame just for the hell of it. Usually I try to have an objective for these and like try to get things done, but this was literally just an opportunity to play more Fatal Frame and to scrape it a little bit more clean, which, you know, makes me happy. I don't get to come back to these games very often for streaming. So yeah, we might be playing Bubsy 3D this Tuesday. Ryan Kingdom is out of town and currently dealing with a possible tattoo infection. So everyone wish him the best for a speedy recovery. So if we don't manage to do that, we'll be playing Haunted Ground a little bit sooner. Let me think. Is there anything else? No, that's it. We'll be playing this on Monday. We'll be starting the first thread of Ayani's chapter and doing Haunting Ground once we're done with that. So thank you guys for coming. I've been Robin at Andrew Jack Without a C. This has been the main story, all the content, damn near anyway, for Fatal Frame Maiden of Black Water. So yeah. Yeah, it's unfortunate. But he's a big strong man, so he will absolutely make it through. But I will let him know that you all wish him the best. So yeah. Get hydrated, get vaccinated, get masked up, be good, be safe, be awesome, and be gone. Bye everybody.